Hello and welcome to the first grade trimester 1 lesson 2 video. So on our flow chart, this is the lesson after the initial engagement activity, after the students have made observations and had a chance to discuss what was going on in the 5 stations from that initial activity. Now they're going to negotiate their understanding of that. So the teacher's role here is really just to be a facilitator, to try to just collect information about what they know. But you're going to want to try to latch on when a student says something like, the sun is up during the day and the moon and stars are up at night, because we want the students to kind of move towards this big idea of sun, moon, and stars behave in predictable patterns, because that's our big idea for this unit. So it's all about patterns. So anytime a student brings up something about patterns, about sun at day, moon at night, something like that, try to probe a little bit deeper and ask follow-up questions like, what do you mean by that? Does everybody else agree? Things like that. So this lesson, there's really kind of a couple of objectives here. You want the students to create a big idea. And the big idea I showed you on the other page, you would want to get them to something similar to that, but here are some potential other big ideas from this initial engagement activity. Sun and moon follow a predictable pattern. It's light during the day, dark at night. Days are longer in the summer, shorter in the winter. So anything that can fit under that pattern. So you're basically going to guide the students to that. If you need to step in a little bit and kind of like help them reach this conclusion, that's fine as well. And then by the end of this lesson, you want to come up with questions that they could potentially investigate. And we have a list of different questions here in their thinking log on page 7 and 8. So pull down here. Here are some potential questions that they could write down. So that's what they're going to do here. Now I should note that the first question that we have in the plans is, how does the sun move in the sky? As long as your students come up with something similar to that about the sun movement, sun patterns, does the sun set in the same spot, something like that, that's the type of question that we're looking for that aligns with this performance expectation. So that is the goal of lesson 2, to create the big idea and come up with a question to investigate.